Well, hey, Facebook. My name's Emily Roberts. And if you have a desire to find an innovative way to take care of your gut microbiome, all right, your large intestine, your small intestine, the reason why you're feeling bloated in between meals, maybe you are only going to the restroom once a month. That's not normal. And somewhere along the line over the last decade, you have told yourself or you have learned because somebody else said this to you, that it comes with postpartum, that it comes with getting older, that it comes with aging. But truthfully, these environmental things, they're hindering your gut health, which is affecting your hormones, your immune system, the way you can or cannot manage your weight, which then trickles into the way your skin looks, the way your mood is around your family and friends. And then you are this like secondary version of yourself. You don't feel healthy. You don't want to be in family photos. You are wearing your pants with an elastic band all through the year and you're just uncomfortable. Okay. I wouldn't even call it unhealthy because you know that, but you're uncomfortable. You don't feel like you. And so what I love about supplementations in the gut health space, and that this company Plexus has done really well, is that they have shifted the conversation from GLP-1, which is all over the internet. We know that our body produces that. We know that we need that for healthy weight management, managing our hormones, and quieting that food noise, right? But what a lot of people aren't talking about are other hormones like the GLP-2 response. And sometimes you just need proper help signaling it and allowing your body to do what God has designed. And so this is where supplements come into the picture. And a friend of mine, Melissa, is going to be a guest on this Facebook Live, and she's going to talk about her experience. She is going to talk about what happened when she added in this colostrum supplement that supports GLP-2. It has ingredients like marshmallow root and licorice root, acacia and gentle probiotics that help with the gut lining. It helps with digestion, helps with, goodness gracious, supporting that barrier between your body and the gut microbiome, because it's a fine line. Have you ever heard of the term leaky gut? So it's inflammation in the bloodstream because that barrier has been disrupted. And now you have bacteria in your bloodstream and you probably have some sort of autoimmune challenge, some response that has taken over and it makes you feel terrible. It is having you surrender to your day instead of you seizing the day. And we want you to feel hopeful and happiness and healthy. And so my friend Melissa is going to come on here in just a minute. I'm going to invite her on and we're going to talk about what this new supplement that just came out into the gut health space. It's called Armor, which I love. I love that. Just imagine, we use supplements, right? We use them to fill in the gaps for, where exercise doesn't touch. Nutrition might be lacking. I mean, listen, we eat ice cream in this house. We have pizza delivery, okay? But 90% of the time, we are eating whole nutritious foods. We're using our supplements. We're taking our vitamins. We're not getting any younger. If you had a blow-up chair or a light-up Mac computer in your room in the 90s and early 2000s, you need a probiotic. You need to take care of your gut health. That is where your serotonin is made, right? Your happy hormone. That is where over 80% of your immune system is living. And we don't want to get sick. If your household is constantly sick, that is a gut health problem. And so we're going to address that today. I'm waiting for my friend Melissa. Melissa, are you here? If you would just comment for me, I can invite you on. Let me see if it'll let me. Hold on. Okay, well, she's going to come on here in just a second. What I'm loving about Armor and what I'm loving about what I'm seeing on my newsfeed right now is that people are dry scooping. The last time I saw anyone dry scooping was in the gym with pre-workout. So I kind of like that this is a thing. Let me make sure she can, hold on one second, you guys. Here's the thing. I love that people are dry scooping. I also love that it can be used in any of our Plexus drinks. I personally mixed it with my pink drink yesterday. I thought it was great. Somebody else is dry scooping and I asked them, like, what does that taste like? Because I'm a texture person. I kind of panic when it comes to taste, and maybe you're like that too. Well, what she told me and what I loved about it, she said it kind of reminded her of like a pie crust. It wasn't tasteless. It wasn't necessarily odorless, but it wasn't a terrible experience. And I think that's really says a lot for supplements, because we want things to taste good, and we want to use things, like, we don't want to waste our money, right? We want to use things that are not only beneficial, but that are pleasing, that we like to use. And I think Plexus does that really well. I'm loving the flavors of all of their things. Okay, so once Melissa pops on here in just a second, I'm going to invite her on, and she is going to be able to share with you guys about her different autoimmune issues and what it was like trialing this product, as well as incorporating it into the gut health system that she was already using. I have been using the gut health system myself since 2014. It consists of a probiotic, a yeast killing probiotic, a daily magnesium supplement, magnesium hydroxide, that has vitamin C and bioflavonoids to help remove toxins from the body. These two, in my opinion, are like the Batman and Robin of supplementation when they're, fighting candida or fighting crime in your gut microbiome. These two are great for regularity and going to the bathroom and clear skin and just protecting your body overall, right? And then there's the pink drink, right? The famous pink drink. It goes viral time and time again because of its prebiotics, its Garcinia and Kabosia, and amazing natural ingredients to help sustain your natural energy all day long, regulate your hormones, those blood sugars. Like, when I think about the way I used to drink Dr. Pepper at breakfast time, I can't even believe that. But this pink drink kicked that habit to the curb for me. Okay, let me see if I can invite her on. Melissa. Hold on, guys. I promise you want to hear this story. It's too good. Maybe, maybe not. Can someone call her and tell her we are live and we are ready? But if not, that's okay. Sometimes we have technical difficulties. If not, I can always read your story, Melissa, as you are hopping on. But you guys, what I love about this and what I love about Melissa's story is that some of you have been silently suffering. Some of you have been watching Plexus posts or maybe following along with the company for a while. And you just think like, I accept this. I've just embraced this autoimmune disease. This is me now. And that doesn't have to be that way. Okay, Melissa's here and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Let's see if she pops up. What would it be like for your body to feel at peace, to feel calm again, to not have any flare-ups? Maybe it's skin issues or conditions that have you feeling insecure. But like, what would it be like for all of that to go away? Well, I'm hoping it allows her to connect. It says it's adding you. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe. It's circulating. Okay, well, she's here. And as it adds her to this live, I want you to know that your gut lining is your body's security system. When that protective barrier is not functioning well, it can impact all areas of your health, your immune system. And so Armor, this new product, is designed to support and protect your gut wall. So that allows the rest of your wellness routine to work even better. Okay, we're going to request her one more time. And then we're going to see, hopefully Facebook is nice to us and allows her on. But maybe you're like Melissa. She's gluten-free, dairy-free. She did a deep dive into these ingredients to make sure it was something that she could use because of her 5 autoimmune issues that she's struggled with over the years. The 5 pathways of rebuilding and supporting the gut lining have made it sense to her. Like, when you find something that just kind of like has this light bulb moment for you in your health routine, and you're like, okay, this is exactly what I've been missing. Like, how innovative is that a company like Plexus looked ahead? Okay, it's Angela. I don't know what's going. It says it's adding her, but it's just circulating. Help, my tech friends, help, because I promise her story is so worth it. Let me try one more time, Melissa. Oops. Okay. I think all you have to do, it's okay, Melissa. I just sent a request one more time. See if you can improve. Yay! We figured it
That
out.
was crazy.
That's okay. Everybody, this is my precious friend, Melissa. Melissa, while we were figuring this out, I was kind of briefly explaining your autoimmune stuff. So if you just kind of want to pick it up from there and explain to them your struggles and why and obviously you've been using the gut health system for years, just like me.
Mhm.
And then why your ears, like your interest perked when you were like, okay, what is this armor? I think I need some of that. If you want to just kind of
Yeah.
pick up from there.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. So 13 years, five autoimmune disorders. And there were just a couple of those that were the big factors for me. And over the 13 years, like Plexus got me 95% of the way. Like, I am so grateful to live the life I live today and
Mhm.
have the health I have today. But I continued to have these crazy flares. And my inflammation points, even though they were low, there would be things that triggered them. And so a lot of my symptoms would come back up, which were very debilitating. They weren't just small things, they would shut me down. And when this came out, to test, what piqued my interest was the A2 colostrum.
Mhm.
And just the little bit of understanding of that and knowing, honestly, Plexus goes over the top on everything. So I knew that it wasn't going to just be one ingredient.
Right.
It was going to be a layered, thoughtful process of rebuilding, and that's what got me curious. The big thing for me is because I am gluten free, dairy free. And a
Mhm.
lot of people, they're like, that feels so scary, or is that risky? But my understanding of what the possibility was, it was worth the risk for me, if you will, if you want to
Mhm.
call it that.
Mhm.
And as soon as I got the ingredient list, I did a deep dive on just those ingredients. And that's where I saw that five pathway of rebuilding and got like overstimulated. I kind of geeked out
Yeah.
over what it was going to do. So, yeah. So it's incredible. I'm so grateful. I will say, I've had so many people just ask, like, did you have detox? Did you have different things go on? My first 5 days, I did a diary. My first 5 days were the 5 days of my body, which it's going to do that on anything that we put good into our system.
Correct.
Of my body kind of going, re-educate me. What did you just do? It's like got into its little classroom to be like, you just adjusted and shifted something. And so I felt that. I had bloating those first couple of days that were
Mhm.
like, I don't even think I can eat. I feel so bloated, but I just
Right.
kept going. And by day 5, everything cleared and settled, and the rebuilding, if you will, began.
I'm right
Uh,
there with you. I
yeah.
had a little bit of stomach gurgling and I had to
Yes.
look that up because I had never experienced my stomach literally talking to me. And it
Yeah.
wasn't like a hunger pain. It wasn't gas. And so I had a little heart to heart come to Jesus with ChatGPT.
Yes.
And we were talking about armor during the trial phase. I was sending some of the ingredients back and forth, asking hard questions because I just wanted to understand my body.
Right.
I haven't had anything like this since the very first time years ago starting
Mhm.
Plexus, but it kept reminding me in such a gentle way, like it's your
Mhm.
gut. It has to
Yeah.
rebalance your gut.
Yeah.
This is a great thing. This means your body's responding well. And it was
Hmm.
so encouraging. Unlike besides the gurgling, I had some face breakouts,
Hmm.
which um no woman wants to have any sort of imperfection or pimple on her face, obviously. But again, I understood that with, you know, the research
Yeah.
and listening
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
ChatGPT of, hey, your body is purging what it needs to,
Right.
and this is a good thing, and it's not going to last forever. So it's kind of similar to you. My first week, almost 2 weeks, it was actually like probably 9 days
Hmm.
of little just little peaks and things from like
Yeah.
my skin to the stomach talking
Yeah.
gurgling.
Yeah. Yeah.
um but I was excited. A
Hmm.
friend of mine, I didn't know your story. I was like blown away listening to your story and just almost tearful because I have multiple friends. One of them is actually watching right now who struggles with autoimmune challenges like you did. And she, like you, had conversations with doctors like,
Hmm.
sorry, there's nothing else we can do for you. Like, you're already on the path, you're already doing the things. And so this is just so encouraging that there is natural support for us out there. In supplement form.
Yeah.
Now, this A2 colostrum, because you said you're dairy free, that's the number one question I think a lot of people
Mhm.
are going to get. So you want to talk on
Mhm.
that?
Yeah, I mean, the big thing for us to understand, number one, it's a specialized colostrum in and of itself. But the understanding of whenever you are getting colostrum in the way that we are, even the way it is processed, the proteins that are in it, and a lot of times whenever you're processing, they are breaking down those proteins early. So understanding it's not like how milk is processed and broken down to where it's nothing. Same thing
Right.
with cheeses. This is almost this delicacy, if you will, of how it is formed in the very, very beginning and how it's processed. It's
Mhm.
like therapeutic, if you will. It makes me think like we all understand colostrum from the standpoint of a newborn child that comes into this world and how we are responsible and
Right.
how they get that first form of colostrum in that
Mhm.
way. And I think that that was another big thing for me is the understanding of what colostrum does in the rebuilding process of that gut lining. Whenever I was first didn't even understand gut health, nor did I know that it was connected to autoimmune 13 years ago. No professional ever shared that with me. They only medicated me. Whenever I started to understand, which was the education of Plexus Worldwide, and then me learning to advocate for myself
Yes.
and I did a deep dive on ProBio 5 and BioCleanse and all the ingredients of Slim. But the understanding when I finally had the right questions to ask in regards to what the gut lining looks like, and for me, with all these autoimmunes that will domino, if you have one and you don't get it under control, it will domino. That's
Hmm.
my world, right? And I take responsibility for not understanding it and now getting it and understanding how to manage and steward my life. But the thing that was always explained to me is like having a water balloon that somebody poked holes in and all the water seeps out and you don't get to throw that water balloon at somebody, right?
Right.
Because it deflates and all the water is gone. And they kept on saying that is what is happening to your system. You're so permeated that
Mhm.
there's holes and it goes into the bloodstream. Now, to understand what colostrum does to rebuild, once again, it comes into this thing that people that are lactose intolerant or they have a dairy, concern towards that, if they understand what they're doing of rebuilding what was broken as to why they can't even take dairy today,
Right.
then it's going to make them want to do it.
Right. And if
Yeah.
you're just joining us, I want y'all to know that everything Melissa and I are sharing are just personal experiences and personal opinions. This is not anything that's been evaluated by the
Right.
FDA.
Right.
It's not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure or prevent any diseases. This is just
Yeah.
something that we personally have decided to commit to. We love supplementation. We were looking for natural ways
Mhm.
to help. We come from medicated worlds, okay? I come from a house with neurological disorders, Tourette's, all the things. I Walgreens was in my household at all times. And as I became an adult and a mother, postpartum care, all of those things trickled into this
Mhm.
desire to advocate for myself, like Melissa shared,
Yeah.
and to do that in a way with holistic approaches. And
Mhm.
to me, that's vitamins and things that have come from earth. And I love that we have something so cool here and innovative and smart that is helping hundreds, if not thousands, of
Right.
people every single day, with something so serious. So before you popped on, Melissa, I was talking about what it's like to live with challenges like this, the insecurities that come up because
Mhm.
of the way your skin reacts
Mhm.
or the way your stomach reacts if you're at a function or traveling and you're just like, it's almost beyond insecurity, like embarrassment, like my body is failing me, being discouraged or blaming it on I'm just getting older, I
Mhm.
must be stressed, I'm just a woman and this is my body or whatever. I think sometimes we just have this internal dialogue happening and we start to believe it And
Mhm.
so, is there anything you would say to someone out there with challenges similar to yours about taking that first step and saying yes to natural supplements like this?
Yeah. Yeah. I think the first thing is, and as hard as it can be, it was not hard for me. So hopefully it's not hard for those that are listening, is to trust the process. I would say at this point in Plexus Worldwide's career, we have shown over and over and over again that our products work.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think at some point we have to trust what we're seeing, what we're hearing, and we have to have a desire of knowing that there is more in life for us and that we can thrive and that God did create our bodies very specifically to thrive and prosper because He's called us. And if we have this purpose in us and we have such a desire to do it, there are times that we need to do things differently.
Mm-hmm. And we have to surrender our routine and we
Mhm.
have to dig a little deeper and look at our habits and
Mhm.
sometimes replace those habits.
Yeah.
Been there.
Yeah.
Last 3 years were incredibly humbling for me in my
Yeah.
health journey, so I get it.
Yeah.
And what's so cool is like we're totally capable of that change. I love
Hmm.
that you said trust the process. So I'm a big believer in 90-day minimums,
Right.
3-month minimums. If you were watching this, allow your body, allow your gut to
Hmm.
rebalance,
That's
to
right.
allow the proper signaling to happen, for the detox to happen.
Mhm.
Is it fun? No, it's a little inconvenient,
But it also
but
shows you it's working.
it's working and it's necessary for
Yes.
long-term health.
Yes.
And so
Yes.
that's the goal here. We're not a quick fix. We're not quick fix girlies.
Hmm.
Melissa and I are trying to live longer, be stronger, and be sexy in our 60s. Okay. So if we're going to do that, we're going to do that with these supplements.
Yes.
So if
Yes.
you are watching this or if a friend is tagging you here, maybe this was shared to you. You are here for a reason, and we're so excited for that. So, Melissa, thank you for being my guest. Everyone watching and commenting, thank you for being here. We will get to your questions. If you are looking for a way to order these supplements, if you're a friend of mine, I would love to help you. If someone shared this video with you, please get back with them and have this conversation. You have a 60-day money back guarantee, so there's no risk in starting, and you are absolutely deserving of a healthy body. And this is a great first step.